Hey guys, Luke here and welcome back to episode 3 of my Rugby Live 3 Win 1 Take 1 series. Now, if you haven't seen the first two episodes, I highly suggest you go back and watch them before this video, and there will be a playlist in the description that's going to have all those videos in there, so you click on that and go take a look at it. But in this episode, we're going to be taking on the Raiders and the Cowboys, and as mentioned in previous episodes, doing it through alphabetical order, just going through, how the game's got it set up, so just going to the right when you scroll through all the team list and that sort of stuff. So Raiders are the first side, and you see we started off pretty strong, and in terms of the team lineup and that sort of stuff, every player that we're getting at this stage is coming into that starting lineup, replacing those big ant players. But the side's getting stronger game by game, and see here Ken Nagus is actually one of the Raiders legend, played for their Nines side either this year or last year. He ends up starting us off pretty well. Got to pronounce my words there. But we got an offload away. I think it's Flair got the offload away, but Burgess picked it up and he just raceways and scores under the post there, the bonus points. So that's a really, really nice start for us. And Hazem Mazri kicks the field goal right from in front. Obviously not the field goal specialist in real life, but on this game doesn't matter. Both are the same. So 7 points ahead, and then Hazem end up picking up a intercept there. Israel Folau grabbed the ball and nearly raced away, and then just forced an offload that really wasn't needed there. And Hazem, after getting that first intercept, decided he'd go for the second one, and thankfully Israel Folau covers his ass this time, so it was the opposite for the last time. Hazem came up with the big play the first time, and Folau ruined it, but this time Hazem came up with the shit play and Folau saved it, so good work there from both those players at different times there. But Antonio Kafusi, the pickup we had from the Bulldogs, and he nearly came up with a really, really big play there. 7-0. Any try is going to be an important one. Israel Folau, he's going to reach out and score a bonus try there. Just ran sideways for at least half the field there. Ran right into the middle from the where we were that previous play and the sideline. I think he went from dummy half. I can't really remember exactly, but he was either dummy half or like first receiver or something. And yeah, obviously the sideways run worked out really well there. No, Raiders, they're actually getting some offloads away, and I'm not sure of who that is, probably Cornish or someone ends up with the ball there, but he is tackled eventually by Andrew McCullough, who was our pickup from the game against the Broncos in the last episode. So far in this series, we've got McCullough, we've got Kafusi, and we've got McKinnon, so obviously two hookers and a prop. So hopefully we're looking for some backs, but we do have Hazem and Ken Nagus from players who we started off with who we are looking to use at this stage. Nagus 71 rated, not the best, so he'll be the first to go of them, but Hazem's rated 90 on this, so I'm pretty happy with that. He's my all-time favourite player, so I'm very happy to have Hazem, and won't be looking to get rid of him straight away, but he's played pretty well, Hazem. But Cameron McInnes here comes up with a huge play, but he does blow it right at the end. They end up dropping the ball, and it does happen a few times in this Auckland Nines game, and it's hard to tell exactly what's happened because they don't have any video ref or anything, so a bit confusing at times. You're like, oh, are we going to get the try or not? But yeah, they just go straight out for the 20-metre tap, so obviously no try. Now, I didn't mention that the Raiders scored just before half-time, and then obviously Sonny Bill, I think it was, picked off that pass and got the intercept, raced away and scored, and took the gap out to a lot more. So we're just 9 points off that bonus point here, but we are going to concede a try, I believe, and I think it might be Cesar Wonga here. Israel Folau got very, very close there, but Cesar Wonga just had enough pace to get to the line. I'm not sure if Folau would have got him if we had another 10-20 metres, but it doesn't matter. Cesar Wonga ended up making it, and Mitchell Cornish kicks the goalies 2 from 2. So he's their assigned goal kicker. Now a little inside pass there by the Raiders team, and I thought for a second there Folau was going to be able to dive on that ball, but they threw a panic sort of pass here. McCullough gets the intercept, and we've got cover defence coming across here. McCullough's just going to go for the corner here, steps around number 10 there. I'm not sure if it was, maybe it was Cornish, I don't know who it was, but that was a really, really nice step, and I thought that looked awesome when it happened. I was like so proud that happened. I didn't know whether to go for the goose step or whatever it is, but it never really worked for me when I've tried it, so I was like, oh, I don't really want to do it, but at the same time, I was like, cutting inside, that's not going to work, so just went for the step, and it just managed to pull it off. And right here, 16th minute, Edric Lee ends up scoring that try, and I mean, it is a bad thing in terms of Raiders score, but I don't feel like we're going to lose, so them scoring, maybe not the worst thing, because it does give us an opportunity to have the ball again, and we are looking for the extra try to get that bonus player. We haven't got it thus far in the series yet, so we were pushing very, very hard, get that final try, and that final try is, get it from anywhere, make sure we kick the goal, and we should be all sweet there, get the extra player. And we got one final chance here. We hit the edges here. Sam Burgess draws and passes to Cameron McInnes. Not quite a draw and pass, there's still other players around, and that will be game over. Raiders don't quite race for and score, but in hindsight, I didn't realise at the time the scoreline, but had the Raiders got an intercept, they could have went through and got that bonus try, and would have been game over for us. We would have lost that game. So maybe a bit of a dumb play at the end, but I thought it was worth going for. But we did get the victory. Only the one player that we're getting. So let's take a look at who we are getting. It's number 9. It's a starting player, and that player that we are getting is Joel Edwards. So a little bit of an underwhelming one yet again, but that's just going to happen. Some of these Auckland Nines sides didn't have big superstars. I mean, how many superstars did play in these Auckland Nines? I mean, Thurston didn't play. I mean, the Warriors had the most stacked side probably, but there are some big players to be picked up. I'm not saying there isn't, but saying the chances of getting those big players probably aren't too great. But a win against the Raiders. We're still undefeated in the series so far, but I don't expect it to stay that way the whole series or anything. And it's going to be a tough ask against the Cowboys. I mean, they are they're not the reigning premiers of this, I suppose, but they did win the very first one. There's only been 2, so I'm expecting a very, very tough game by the Cowboys. Now, I'm not sure why that kickoff went short, considering I put pretty good length, like pretty good power meter on it, whatever. And in terms of where it was aimed, it should have went kind of a decent distance, and I would have expected it to go quite far there, but it didn't. And also Joel Edwards, who we did pick up, will come straight into that side. As you can see there, the big redhead on the field there. But Haslam gets us off to a pretty good start there. Cutting back inside. Now Sam Burgess, one-on-one with the player, decides to draw and pass there. And Joel Edwards is who ends up with the ball. And I was hoping he could have just sliced through that hole and dove through and scored. But Sonny Bill takes it around the fullback there. And he races away and scores. I keep saying races away. He didn't really race away at all. But he just dived over and scored. And one thing I should mention is I really like the short sleeve shirts for the Auckland Nines. So I did end up going and create one. I can't remember if it was in the first game of this episode. I believe it was. Maybe it was even in last episode, but it's worth mentioning that I did do it. I based it off the normal jersey that we have, but yeah, I'm pretty happy. We're not going to be using it for every game because obviously some of them will clash, but yeah, for now using the short sleeve shirt, and I'm liking it, and we're playing quite well wearing it as well. So might have to keep it around. Burgess was the one who scored that, and find ourselves 12-0 up. No bonus tries, so maybe that might come to bite us on the arse. But I mean, there wasn't really an opportunity to take it around at this stage. So 11th minute here, we hold them down for a little bit, and they're going to pass it all the way across the field, and they palm off one. Now they pass it to Robert Louis, and where's the camera in this? Robert Louis gets off a pretty decent offload here. Got Folau to beat, and he does beat him, but we come across with Hasmon Masri make the final tackle, but that's not where it's going to end. 4th tackle, Robert Louis puts a bomb here, and this is Kyle Felt under the ball here, and we know Kyle Felt is a great game. He was up against Cameron McInnes, so it's a bit of a mismatch there, and Kyle Felt ended up scoring, and I didn't show it, but they kicked the goal. I don't even know why I didn't show it, but must have just missed out on it. But yeah, they kicked the goal, and right here, this is so cruel. This is so cruel here. They're going to race away and score. There was a little bit of a thought in my mind like we're going to catch him, but Matthew Wright, he is a back, so in hindsight, there was no chance of getting them. This time we are showing the goal, and this is a pretty important one. Robert Louis, he doesn't get it in by much, but he does get it in nonetheless, and it's an even ball game here. I'm not really sure where's the car in this. Robert Louis, like, come on. Why are we getting destroyed by Robert Louis? This isn't fair. This isn't how it's supposed to work. Football gods, come on. Now, Cowboys put up a bit of a bomb here, and it did get tapped back down straight into Folau's hands, and I was doing those panic sort of, trying to catch it, and went for the, pressed A, and we ended up grubbering it, or whatever button it was. We ended up spamming it and doing the kick in, and it made Cowboys have another set on our line. They put up a bomb, and Robert Louis was the one who ended up scoring, so scores a try and kicks the final goal, and that was very, very annoying. So we had like sort of one last throw of the dice here. You can see, just throwing it all the way across field. Burgess got it to Edwards. Now we got Sonny Bill, tries to take on the fullback, which he does, and we get it to Whitehorn, who got decent pace in this game, but I think it's Matthew Wright who will go through and well, not go through, but he will come across and make that tackle. Ken Nagus went inside, and he shouldn't have done that. And then we had nobody in support there, and we're going to do well to not concede a try here. And we did end up making the tackle, but that's not where the play's going to end. Robert Louis deciding that 18 points isn't enough, and they're looking for a bonus point. Not that they're going to get anybody, but they're looking to. go and score a heap of points, and that's the first loss of the episode. Now, I was talking a little bit about not expecting to win every game, but I wasn't expecting to lose this early on, and the rage inside me, I nearly rage quit. I wasn't that frustrated after being up 12-0 and then losing, in the final few minutes. That's really what it was. It was very, very frustrating because I was thinking we are going to get a bonus player at one stage. But yeah, the play we're losing, thankfully, not anyone that important. It was Azreen, as you can see here. We are taking him out of the squad there. So I think we can definitely cover it. He's a hooker. We've already got 2 hookers, but he could also cover halfback. That's where we'd been playing him. So he's a loss and he isn't a loss. I mean, he is a big ant player, so that's right. They're going to be leaving eventually, but he was one of the better big ant players. So in that sense, a bit disappointing. But yeah, that's where the video is going to end. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you leave a like, it'd be very much appreciated. Subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter at Mr. Luke on YT. Facebook page in the description below. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.